Hi everyone, I'm Kiah. Welcome to today's class. This is your 15-minute yoga for lower back pain. So lower back pain is a super common complaint and a super common thing that people are looking for some help with when it comes to yoga. So this is just a short, all levels class that is going to focus on relieving some of that lower back pain. So we're going to start seated today. So you can go ahead and just find a comfortable position. We won't be in a seat long, so sometimes it's nice to have something to sit on. And if you do have a cushion of some sort, it could be a pillow, it could be a bolster, it could be a folded up blanket. You might want it later on for one of our poses. If you don't have it, that's okay too. So I'm going to sit up on this just to make it a bit comfier. And if sitting is not comfortable at all, feel free to just start on your back. All we're going to do here is take a minute to land and focus on our breath before we get moving. So wherever you are in your comfortable position, if it feels okay, you can close down the eyes. And we're just going to start to notice the sensation of our breath. Relaxing the forehead, relaxing the jaw and the shoulders. Just notice the feeling of your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And we're just taking this moment to be present. You can notice the sensation of the support underneath you. It could be the cushion. Maybe it's the floor underneath your back if you're lying down. Just staying with your breath and doing your best to stay with your breath and let your breath guide you through this practice. Good. If your eyes are closed, you can slowly blink them open. And from wherever you are right now, we're going to come up into a tabletop position. So onto all fours. If you've got a cushion, you can move it out of the way. So we're going to bring our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, and we're just going to start with a cat-cow to bring some mobility into the spine. So from here, as you inhale, drop the belly down, raise the tailbone and the chest, look up. As you exhale, pull the belly button up towards the spine, rounding the back, maybe looking at the thighs. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, round. And on your own time here, following your breath. Get 2 more here in your own breathing. Good, and when that's complete, we'll come back through our neutral spine here in the middle of those 2 positions. And we're going to bring the right foot forward here, coming into our low lunge. And we're going to look to stretch the front of that left hip. Our hip flexors, maybe the quad, helping to relieve some of the pressure in the low back. So you can stay right where you are, or you can bring something underneath the hands like blocks or books if you need some support. Or feel free to come up a little bit higher here. Hands can rest on the thigh, or you can reach them overhead. And we're going to try and engage through that left glute, the left side of the bum here, in order to release through the front of the left hip. So looking for a stretch all the way through the front of the left hip. And it might travel down into the leg, it might travel up into the abdominal region. Just feel this wherever you're tightest. And just coming back to the breath. And you might visualize as you inhale, creating space where it feels tight, and exhaling, releasing tension. Good. One more breath here. On your exhale, if your hands are up, you can release them down, and we'll slowly step right foot back And then right away we'll bring left foot forward. So we're just in that low lunge on the other side. And again, try to find the same position as you did on the other side if possible. And again, engaging through the right glute, that just helps to release and open through the front of the right hip. And as you exhale, see where you can relax. So see if you're tensing at all through your jaw, through your shoulders, and just letting that go. Good. Final breath here. Good. Bring your hands down. We'll bring that left foot back. And then we're going to come to lie down. So making your way onto your back. Good. And then as you lie down, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Nice squeeze here. If it feels good, you can give yourself a little rock, or maybe move in circles, kind of massaging the lower back. We're going to take a few deep breaths here. So just moving or staying still, whatever feels right for you here. Allowing the lower back to release, giving it a break. Our lower back deals with a lot of pressure throughout the day, holding up our entire upper body, right? All of the upper parts of our spine, our head, our arms, all of that is coming down in the lower back. And so it does a lot of work for us throughout the day, so nice to give it a little bit of a break. Good. From here, we're going to keep that right knee pulling in, extend the left leg long. Now, if it's too much to keep that left leg straight, you can bend the left knee as much as you need. So just coming into wherever feels comfortable, and you're able to relax so that you can take those deep breaths in and out through the nose. And we can really work on our diaphragmatic breathing here. So breathing deeply into the low belly, and you'll feel with the knee pulled in, the belly expanding and pressing against the leg. Just taking the time here. And if you notice your mind starting to wander, that's totally normal, and the wind is being able to catch that and then come back to your breathing, come back to your body, being here. Good, and then we'll bring that left knee back in, and we'll change, pulling the left knee in and right leg extends. Maybe the knee's bent, maybe the leg is straight. Moving really slowly here. And just coming right back to your breathing, being present with the sensations in the body. And a couple more breaths on the left side. Good, and then releasing the left leg down. We're going to move into a twist. So we'll bring both feet onto the mat here, knees are bent. An option here for how intense you'd like your twist to be. So first option is just to drop the knees over to the right. And if you have a cushion and you want some support, you can drop the knees. You'll put that underneath the right knee. You can even put one in between the knees as well if this is a bit too much. And then if you want to intensify the twist, you can lengthen the right leg out, and you can bring that left knee over the body. So just deepening that twist a bit. So just come into whatever version feels right for you here. We don't want any extra pain in the lower back. And come back to your breathing. There's not many rules in yoga, but I say one rule is you need to be able to breathe in whatever pose you're in. Deep breaths should be possible. Good. Final breath here. And your next inhale, use the core to slowly bring knees back up through center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So that might be dropping the knees over to the left, or that might be straightening that left leg and bringing the right knee over. Twisting to the left. And gaze might come to the right just to further that twist. Two more deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, coming back up through center. So our final position isn't actually going to be too much of a stretch, but it can be a really great release for the lower back. So this is when you might want to use some sort of cushion. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that, we're going to slide it under the lower back, so the flat part of the lower back, the sacrum. So you should feel really steady. You shouldn't feel like you're going to rock off or slide off of whatever your support is. And all we're going to do here is basically stay where we are in a supported bridge. So feet are hip distance apart. And if you're really comfy here and this feels good, you can stay exactly as you are. Sometimes it feels nice for me to bring the heels out and allow the knees to fall in towards each other. So this might not feel like anything to start with, but all you need to do here is let gravity do the work. So once you've found your position, maybe the eyes close again. And I want you to get as relaxed as you possibly can. So coming back to that breath, and each exhale, just see how much you can let go. How heavy can your body be? Inhale, breathing space into the lower back, and exhale, melting down, letting everything release. Giving the lower back a chance to relax here, a break from all the hard work it does. I'm going to stay here for 5 deep breaths, so I'll give you time here to just sit with your breath. Good. And then feel free to stay exactly as you are if you're comfortable. If you'd like to remove that block or bolster or pillow and come into Shavasana, just lying down with the arms and legs outstretched, you can do that. I'm going to sit just to end the practice with you guys, but I encourage you to stay in a comfortable position in your Shavasana for as long as you have time for. It's really a beautiful way to integrate all the work you did and end the practice. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope this helped relieve some of the low back pain that you may have been experiencing. And I hope to see you in another class. Take care. Namaste.